don't.
Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
And a good Tuesday evening to everybody. Meteorologist Jordan Reed coming to you live from the Otsego County Fairgrounds here in Morrison. It is absolutely beautiful. Hardly any clouds to be seen in the sky right now, although it is a little on the warm side. I can tell you that from standing out here right now. So let's take a live look at our Bank of Utica iNet camera, where it is very warm there too, up into the 80s. Dew point is going to remain in the 60s, so that means that not only could there be some patchy fog, especially in rural countryside areas tonight, but there could also be only temperatures dropping into the upper 60s and lower 70s. We at least do have a northwesterly breeze, slightly at around 5 to 10 miles an hour, maybe 15 in some locations, but that is making it still feel a degree or two warmer across many locations. Temperatures right now up into the 80s for many of us, cooler up toward the north and down toward the south, the higher elevations, by as much as 5 to 6 degrees in some locations, and Syracuse and Albany definitely have us beat in terms of temperature right now. As far as the satellite and radar is concerned, as I mentioned, not a lot of cloud cover, maybe a few mid and high level clouds out there right now, but that's basically it. With no storm activity to speak of. Some of that is heading down toward Pennsylvania, Maryland, West Virginia at this time, but that's where it's expected to stay during the overnight hours. So running you through our future cast, things will remain dry this evening. There could be, again, a few mid and high level clouds with some fog in some countryside areas, temperatures between 65 and 70 overnight, and then tomorrow once again between 85 and 90, feeling closer to 95 to 99 with the added humidity out there. And there could be an isolated scattered shower or thunderstorm that develops during the afternoon or evening, but that's a cold front moving our way, so that means we'll be left with, yes, some showers as we go through Thursday, but definitely a nicer weekend. As far as the rain chances are concerned, we again only have about a 20% chance of a shower or thunderstorm during the day tomorrow. The best chance of rain comes as we go through Thursday with a 60% chance, but then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday we'll see a blend of sun and clouds and only about a 10% chance of rain that day. So things expected to remain dry right through the weekend. The thing that you will notice, however, is we will see some mid and upper level haze, not only there, but you may notice it a little bit at the surface because of a northwesterly breeze again tomorrow, thanks to those Canadian wildfires, and it'll just be hazy as it is because of the humidity out there. And as far as the next 10 days are concerned, you'll notice that we have temperatures expected to be around 90 for tomorrow. But then once we get beyond that and that cold front moves through, we're between 75 to about 80 Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. A little bit warmer than that as we head through Sunday. And we'll be around 82 to 85 through about the 7 to 10 day period, but that's right where we should be, if not a little bit above average for this time of year. And most of those days right now look to remain dry with low humidity. The one thing we do have to be concerned about is there could be an isolated or scattered shower or thunderstorm tomorrow that does become strong to severe, with heavy rain and damaging winds being the main threat in southern Otsego County, even further south of where we are here in Morris and closer down toward the capital region, mid-Hudson Valley, Catskills, northeastern Pennsylvania, under the gun for that. But again, that heat index tomorrow expected to be between 95 and 99 degrees, especially in the southern tier and the Mohawk Valley. And it could be even warmer than that as you have it could be as high as 102 there. So make sure you're staying hydrated if you're coming to the fair or doing anything outside. And as far as the 7-day forecast is concerned, once we get past Thursday with those showers, we'll be dealing with a lot of sun, maybe a few clouds here and there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Temperatures on the uptick, but the humidity not so much, remaining on the low side, which is good news compared to what we've got over the last couple of days. Coming back to the fair here, we do have some music by the Dirt Road Express going on now in the garage building. The fair really gets underway tomorrow, though, with the midway opening at 2 p.m., running through 10 p.m. The parade starts at 7 p.m., fireworks at dusk. Thursday, as far as that goes, again, there may be some showers, but the rodeo goes at 7 p.m. Senior Day is on Friday, half price for those of you that are 60 and older. A tractor pull is at 7 p.m. And on Saturday, we've got Children's Day with giveaways at the Kitty Tractor Pull at 1 p.m. Their pull at 7 p.m. And Sunday is Demolition Derby, both at 1 p.m. and at 6 p.m. But the good news is that once we get past tomorrow into Thursday and Friday and into the weekend, it'll be absolutely beautiful. Thomas, back over to you.
Thank you, Jordan. Hope you're having fun down there. Still to come on Eyewitness.
Nye Automotive Group. Come see why it's gotta be Nye. Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
And a good Tuesday evening to everybody. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking one more hot and humid day ahead of us before we see some showers and then the return to some cooler weather and a lot of sunshine as we start the month of August. So let's take a live look right now at downtown Utica, where it is 72 degrees with a calm wind, dew point 66 degrees as of 10:17 this evening, and that heat index is also still the same at 72. So temperatures across the region right now for most of us are in the 70s, but we do have a couple of spots in the 60s, and actually at one spot, Camden is still at 81 degrees, but Old Forge is at 67, Boonville at 68, and we've got Utica and Herkimer both at 72, Oneonta at 74, Cooperstown 71. As far as the satellite and radar is concerned, we don't have any precipitation to worry about, but up toward the north there is some going into portions of Quebec, and same thing a little bit down toward the two Virginias, both the state of Virginia and West Virginia, but most of that is starting to fizzle out thanks to the fact that we're losing the heating of the day. And as we take a look at our futurecast, things will remain dry overnight tonight with maybe a few mid and high level clouds, as well as some patchy dense fog, especially in countryside and rural areas, because the dew point and the temperature will be so close yet again. And then as we head through the day tomorrow, we'll see a westerly breeze around 5 to 10 miles an hour, which will draw in some Canadian wildfire smoke. I'll show you that in a second. And then we do see some rain as we head through Thursday, but we really need it. We've been dry over the last second half of the month of July, and some of that could be heavy at times, especially closer toward the southern tier. But then once we get beyond that, tomorrow we have a 20% chance of rain, most of that in the afternoon with a pop-up shower or thunderstorm possible. That's thanks to a cold front. An area of low pressure rides along that cold front for Thursday with a 60% chance, but then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday featuring a lot of sunshine, maybe a few mid and high level clouds here and there, but it is dry. So that's the good news, and it's going to be absolutely beautiful and much cooler. So again, you'll notice that in the mid or upper levels of the atmosphere tomorrow, there will be some of that haze, and some of that may make its way down toward the surface as well. And once we get beyond tomorrow, we'll see temperatures in the middle and upper 70s for both Thursday and Friday, getting back into the 80s with low humidity both Saturday and Sunday. And it looks like we remain in the 80s for most, if not all, of next week. But the good news is that the humidity remains low, and that's a little bit above where we should be for this time of year as well. No severe weather threat tomorrow, with the exception of areas closer toward the Interstate 88 corridor, mainly southern Otsego County, where there could be a stronger thunderstorm with some gusty winds as well as some heavier rain. But again, the better threat for heavy rain comes as we go through Thursday. Heat index values tomorrow may approach again 95 to 99 degrees once again. But then that's the last for that. We'll deal with those showers as we go through Thursday, but then things dry out and cool down, and we get less humid for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday with high temperatures around 80. And it looks to warm up as we head through next week, but we don't add much in terms of the humidity, maybe just a few clouds here and there.
And that's probably the best news we could expect as we continue through the summer, but still a very hot start to the week and a hot start to the Otsego County Fair happening down in Morris this week, right, Jordan?
Yeah, I had a chance to check that out earlier this evening for our 6 p.m. newscast, and even just standing there, it was sweating. But other than that, it should be a fun time down there.
Thank God we have air conditioning in here. Thank you, Jordan. The road to the next football season